Hey, Kyle. Good to see you. In fact, you're right there.
Here I am.
Excited about hearing from some of our great people today. Who do we got?
And you know who we're going to hear from today? It's Sarah from the help desk.
Ah, Sarah.
Oh, love Sarah.
So, Sarah, let's start at the very beginning when you started, or even before you started with Nolan. How did we find you and you find us?
Well, my first round with Nolan was actually in 2006 when I was the assistant manager at Trail Ridge, Greystone, and Berkeley in Lawrence. And I just kind of stumbled across that job. And then I had left and had my son, stayed at home for 7 months, and came back.
Okay, when you came back to a new job?
Yes, I joined the support team, the regional support team at that time, just regional. And I did bond compliance for the bond properties.
And when you were in Lawrence, were you in college?
No,
Did you live in Lawrence?
no, I drove to Lawrence.
Really?
I had a job as a property manager, and I kind of just realized that there was no room for growth, and I was essentially a glorified assistant, so to speak. So I knew that in order to further my career, I was probably gonna have to take a step backwards. And so when I came to Nolan, I took an assistant manager position in Lawrence, and then of course ended up in support much later, but that actually got me on a more, I don't know what the word is, a better path.
A career path.
Yes. Opened the door and let me kind of drive my own career with Nolan. Basically, yeah. I said, I want to do this because we were outsourcing the bond compliance. And I said, hey, I can do that. So I got certified and I started doing that. We brought it in-house. And then when we went from a regional support to just Nolan support, they were all key in that too.
Mm-hmm. And then one day you came to us and said you're thinking about going back to school.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, I was really bored, had nothing better to do. Yeah, I decided that I wanted to go back and finish school. I didn't have any degree. So I thought it was very important with my kids at the age that they were to show them that while it's never too late to finish what you started, it's also much easier to do it earlier. So yeah, I finished my associate's degree now and I'm working towards my bachelor's degree.
And a degree in what?
Business. It's actually it's gonna be business development and talent development, sorry.
Business
I
development?
I need to find the better title for that because I'm on the spot now, so.
No, that's okay, but I mean, when you said talent development, I mean, that is part of your degree?
Right, so it's going to be training and talent development. So it'll help me in my current position be better at training people and developing talent within the company.
And what school are you getting this degree through?
I am at Fort Hays State University.
And did you pick Fort Hays because of the program?
I did. I didn't want just a everyday run-of-the-mill business degree. So this one had a very good concentration that fit something that I think would be useful in my career now. So they had a virtual online program. So that's where I went.
Like Lawrence, how was Lawrence for you? Because that was a student property. That was very different.
I will tell you that working in Lawrence was probably the most fun I've had, just between the team we had there, the residents. They used to make fun of me because I was the assistant manager, so I had to collect the rent. I closed out Berkeley many times with $0 DQ.
Zero?
But I used to have a timeout chair outside of my office that I would put the college kids in when they didn't pay their rent.
And so you shamed them into paying.
I did.
That's funny.
It worked.
Uh-huh. And what would you say to people who were thinking about coming to work with the NRED family, what advice would you give them?
I have done that. Told people about Nolan, and it's just a matter of, joining the family. Everyone's very approachable. I tell stories all the time, and it's always about, oh, well, Kyle, and everyone's like, who's Kyle? I'm like, oh, he's the president of the company. And they're like, you just have these conversations about Kyle like he's just, sitting in the cube next to you. But that's really what it feels like. We're all in it together. There's not a lot of hoity-toity, personality.
No hoity-toity, I hope.
No hoity-toity. So yeah, it's a matter of, you just come to work and you are accountable and you're allowed to make mistakes, and you have the support to fix those mistakes and learn from them. And there's a reason I've been here for so long, and I don't plan on going anywhere.
Yay.
Till you kick me out, I guess.
We're going to put that education to use as we evolve and you evolve. Well, Sarah, thank you. It's good. Listen, you look great. You look like you're 10 years younger.
Well, I used this opportunity to, lose some weight, and, figured I'd roll into 40 as best as possible. So.
Well, you're doing good.
Well, thank you very much.
You look great.